Thanks a lot. I have 40 slides, 10 minutes, so I had to fly. So I'm going to be watching videos. This is my disclosure in love with robotics from day one. This is robot number 4 that came out of Intuitive. In August 2000 was approved, and September 4th I did my first gastric bypass with a robot. That was 23 years ago. So I'm old, but that's okay. My daughter asked me who was that guy there, and said, that's me. She couldn't believe it. There is a history of robotics, and it goes way back to 1994 with ESAP, SUS, then Intuitive bought SUS, and then its history. The first robot was approved in 2000. That's 22 years ago, and we're still trying to talk about cost or why the robot is. I am amazed that it's taking 20 years, and I've been involved through the way. And this is something that also Andrew touched on, which is this is a market. And when a robotic company looks at this market, the market is amazing. Where's the money going to come from? That was one of the slides. Who's going to pay for it, right? These are all the systems out there today. There's not one robot. There's not 2 robots. There are hundreds of systems trying to make it through. And you will see what I'm going to show now is I'm going to divide them in multi-towers, single towers, handheld devices, and endoscopic, which I think you will be amazed at what's coming. So the platform will be independent robotic arms, robotic camera manipulators, and single-port platforms, and we're going to talk about those. So the market is going to change. It's not going to be one robot only. Well, this is Intuitive. If you look at that robot since 1990, nothing has really changed. It did change the digital component, but the system itself has maintained its integrity. That's good and that's bad. It's good because the OR is used to it, and it's not a new kid on the block coming in. So I think that there's a positive to that. But those are the 4 platforms. Who has used all the platforms in this room? We are the minority, guys. Avaterra is a system right now with CE mark out of Germany in Berlin. Has a similar concept of what Da Vinci is. The beauty is, I think that all these systems that are coming to compete are going to lower, hopefully, cost. And I'm going to show you one of the strategies that is coming from Medtronic. But this Avaterra system is approved. They're doing cases already, and it's here to stay. I think that the problem we're having today with the FDA, limiting is not 510K anymore, and it's brand new systems all the time. So all the systems are getting approved in Europe, not in the US, and I don't know if they will ever come to the US. So we need to do something about that. This is a system from Barcelona. If you look at this system, it's similar to Avaterra, similar to Intuitive, similar concept. Something that has really changed, I think, is that everybody agrees that the console should be an open console. That's the new trend. When you look at all the platforms, you will see they all have a new console. This is not still with approval with CE mark. Transenterics, Ascensus, have done almost 2,000 cases already. They are making some money. It's approved by the FDA. It's approved by CE mark. They got 510K. They were the last program system to get the 510K, so they were smart. Now it's called Ascensus. Some features that they have haptic feedback, and they have eye sensing cameras, so the camera moves with your eyes. And those are features that are useful. I think that there's some potential there. The system I think, is in the exhibit down there. Medtronic, Hugo, 5-car system. So you can use 1, 2, 3. So you don't need to bring all the arms into the order. That's something that Andrew discussed quickly earlier. We don't need 4 arms in every case. We only need 2 or 3. So let's use what we need to decrease cost. What you see, they already launched, did some cases in Latin America, in India. They are in Europe. They are trying to bring a tower, a laparoscopic tower with a robotic tower that you can use in laparoscopy, so you can decrease cost. You don't need 2 different video towers in the operating room like we need today with Intuitive. They are partnering with stores for that. And the beauty, I think, that of Medtronic or J&J, when they come with the Robotics, we only be using the staplers that we're used to use. The same stapling device, same ligature device, same sutures. So we don't need to reinvent the wheel with new staplers and new energy devices. That's, I think, is the future. As you can see, the console is an open console. They all have 3D. Versus CMR, out of Cambridge in England, approved by Europe, has CE mark already, it's up and running, 2,000 cases done. Not approved by the FDA, hopefully sometime in the future. The beauty is that the system is very small. We have the chance to use it in our center many times. I think that the fact that it's portable is very appealing to outpatient surgery centers. And I think that that's going to be a future. If you look at systems are going to be targeting special operations. Gallbladders, we do 1 million a year. We still do high-common bile duct injury. Robots can have a role if the cost is low and the size is small. Same is for inguinal hernias. This one is portable, small footprint. Downside is still not advanced energy, no staplers. But again, if you target operations that don't need a stapling technology, then the robot has a potential. So my view is that we only see 2 or 3 different systems in the hospital for different applications. So this is versus, you see it's a very small platform when you compare that, so it's not very intruding. I think the outpatient surgery center will have a blast with it. Distal motion out of Switzerland, Dexter, again, they did some cases, 5 to 10 cases already in the market. It's out there, independent arms, same as Hugo. So it's going to be in Europe before us, but it's out there and it's already doing cases. What happened with Verb? Well, Verb now is acquired by J&J. They are going to be a digital system. They are bringing all the digital integration into the new robotic platform. So we'll see what comes out of this. There's not much more I can show at this point. What about single-port endoluminal systems? Well, here you have intuitive SP system. It's being used for some colorectal surgeries. John Marks was the first one to use it in colorectal. It's being used for prostatectomies, partial nephrectomies, head and neck. I think that it has a lot of potential. It's already approved here in the US, approved in Europe. The size is large for operations that don't need tissue removal, like solid organs or colons, but hopefully in the future it can become smaller, or the technology of flexible technology can be used elsewhere. Vicarious Surgical out of Boston got a big blast a year ago where they got $1 billion investment. Single-cell robotic platform, open platform. You get to have a digital component in your eyes so you can navigate without looking at the console. They are targeting ventral hernias. Still not doing cases, but it's out there in Boston. MIT teams. And this is how they feel about the operation. The system, they said that Vicarious Surgical will be like the iPhone. It will be a total different system, totally different from what robotic surgery looks like today. Virtual incisions, it was renamed as the MIRA system in clinical trials already. This is a 25 millimeter robot that is attached to a camera port. And I think that you see here the video. Can we click on the video, please? There you go. Look how easy it is to place, open console. If you attach your arm, the system is sterilizable with water. You don't need to put it in, it takes a long time. It's going to be disposable after 15 cases. Has 2 arms, a camera that follows the arms, and is in clinical trials. They already finished the first group of 10 surgeries, colectomies, right and left colectomies. friend of mine is the CEO, Dmitry Lenikov, is the CEO, one of the founders, not the CEO, but I think that this system will have some say. It's up and running already. It's on trials in the US, so I think that we'll see it in the market soon. And this is the system and how you can suture. You can see that here, the system really integrates and sutures. The Milano robot now moved to Israel, still making some advances. Another single-side platform with 2 arms inside. I think that I am out of time. That's what they said. I'm going to go fast now. Titan Medical, we don't know where they are. Really, still here. FDA approvals are not happening. CE mark is not happening yet, but it has some potential. Still in the run. I have 2 more to go, I think. This is Titan. Now, flexible system. This is where the future is going to be. I think so. Robotics disappeared from the market. I'm not going to talk about that. Ion, thoracic flexible robotic system. These are systems for bronchoscopy, but don't think about bronchoscopy. Think about what the technology is that now they have flexible systems. We are training center for Ion at UCSD, and really, I got trained within 20 minutes to navigate the bronchus. And the fact that they can do that is telling me that we only see a flexible system coming out of Intuitive very soon for endoluminal surgery. They have all the components. They have single port. They have now Ion. So they're integrating everything. Oris was acquired by Ethicon, another bronchoscopy platform, $5 billion acquisition. There's a lot here to say that 2 big companies now have flexible bronchoscopy systems that can navigate the lung, and the stomach is much more easy to navigate than the lung. So we will see, I think in the near future, the first real flexible platform coming out of these 2 companies. Colubris, I'm biased. I don't have any consulting agreement, but I'm in love with this system. Full endoscopic platform for upper endoscopy and for lower endoscopy. They have done cases already in Brazil and Chile for endomucosal resections. They have a surgeon console, the patient card. You can see that it's integration. You are really driving, I have used this in the lab, you are driving an endoscope with a robot. It's really pretty amazing. You can suture for transoral upper GI, for transanal lower GI, and you can see it has 4 different channels, 2 different arms, all the integration, all the systems, different lengths, and you can see the system performing. I have used it. It's pretty impressive. So I think that this system will have a lot of future here to stay, as we are doing more and more endoluminal surgery. ESA, and I think that I'm almost done before you kill me. These are human extensions. It's out there in the lab. These are handheld devices with robotic components. The room is also out there. In conclusion, the new robotic platforms are being developed. Many robots are already available in Europe. Hopefully, they will be available soon in the US. But flexible robotics, I think, is the next revolution. Thank you so much. Sorry for the time.